Hey, it's Beata from BA English Coaching, and I am with
Sarah.
As you know, I have written a book, but this time we are talking about a different book.
It's the story of a Jewish girl who escapes the Holocaust and how she was helped out of the country by Beata's great-grandfather.
In 2008, the Israeli Commission for Designation of the Righteous decided to award the title of Righteous Among the Nations to my grandfather's sister Anka for help rendered to Jewish persons during the period of the Holocaust at the risk of her life. If you read my book, which I hope you will find out that my grandfather's sister and family,
Great aunt.
yes, great aunt, saved a little girl during the Second World War. And then this girl that was saved has written a book. And this is the book. Sarah is going to read a bit. You can then pause the video and read with her or after her to work on your pronunciation, speed, rhythm, and intonation.
My knees wobbled. I couldn't hold back the tears. Anka rushed over, hugged me, kept saying how happy she was to see me. I asked about Uncle Lena and Uncle Theo, and she said no, she hadn't heard from them. The last time she did was before Christmas. And Pavel, I asked, did she know where he was? Yes, Anka whispered in my ear, she'd tell me, but not now. Over her words, I could hear her parents saying, she can't stay here. She'll get us in trouble. Someone might see, hear, report. Anka pleaded. Would they turn out a hungry child? Would they let her roam the village streets at night by herself? And this wasn't just any child. It was Katerina, a friend, often a welcome guest in their home. She was in danger, in need of help. Would they shut their door? Let them look into their Christian souls, their loving hearts. Would they? Her father gave in. All right, for 2 days, in the hayloft. 2 days stretched into 2 weeks, while Anka tried to get me false papers. Anka is your great aunt.
So this is a bit from the book where we learn that there was this little girl that was Jewish, and my family helped her during the Second World War. And to find out more, buy the book, read the book. You said that you were impressed with the story.
Yes.
Why were you impressed? Or how do you feel about people who risk their own life to save one life?
One always wonders, people wonder, would they get in front of the man with a gun and take the bullet if someone you loved was going to be killed? Or even if someone you didn't love and didn't even know, would you leap onto the hand grenade, tackle the man with a gun? We always ask ourselves these questions, and I think they're unanswerable until you are actually in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Privately, I think I'd be the first to run away, but I like to think that I might be the person who helps and does take the bullet, but it's not an easy answer to that sort of question.
It isn't, and I loved what you said, that we can speculate, but until we are in that situation, we will never know how we will act.
Some do and some don't. Exactly. And you never know which one you're going to be.
And it definitely takes courage. You need to be courageous and selfless.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you think, yes, there are all these heroic people. But actually, as you said, sometimes it only takes one little act of kindness. We don't have to do something massive.
No.
And then the ripple effect is amazing. How it affects that life and then how it spreads. But there are still people, despite all the sad stories we hear every day, especially now, it's the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
There are so many negative stories all around us. And we do not get to hear enough about stories and people, true stories like this.
And so often someone helps someone else and they never know who they were. That person never stays long enough to be thanked or to be rewarded. They do it with no thought of reward. And we never know who those heroes are sometimes.
It is true.
Yeah.
Yes, but I also believe that what you give, you get. And you may not be recognized or get the credit, but sooner or later you will get what you give.
Karma.
Yes. Yes.
Karma.
So hopefully we have encouraged you to maybe reach for this book. It's available on Amazon.
It's very easy to read.
Yes.
It's a well-told story that keeps going, and you want to turn the next page, and the next page will find out what happens. It's well written.
One can make a difference. The question is it positive or negative?
Oh, yes. Good question.
Don't be the same, be awesome.